Women, do not get married and have kids unless you plan on and are capable of becoming a single mom. Because 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, I don't know, statistically high, that's probably what's gonna happen to you.
This might be controversial, but I obviously don't care. I always tell my potential partners, if I ever get pregnant with a son, I'm returning it to the sender. Because
your husband wants kids. Your husband has the expectation he's only going to ever have one wife, and his one wife is refusing to have children. How is this a fair deal for your husband?
Before I even met my partner, I've always wanted to adopt. I never truly wanted to have children of my own.
How many kids you want to adopt?
I want to adopt 5.
Okay, so why can't you give him 3?
3 children?
But do you think broke men should not have kids?
Yeah, they shouldn't. Like, poor kids. Yeah. What type of life do you want them to be raised at? Like, broke men shouldn't have lineage, period.
Yeah.
Broke men.
When you think you have kids?
I'm not having kids.
What you mean you're not having kids?
I'm not having kids.
That's what you was born here to do.
No, I'm not.
Why would you not want to have kids?
Why would I?
I'm asking you.
I want to have kids. I don't see any benefit.
Hello guys, welcome and welcome back to Vibe React. In today's video, we are going to look at why do nowadays people don't want kids. Are they scared of giving birth, the process, or are they scared of the struggle, of the stress? Now, the video talks about different people, different podcasts, people talking about the way having a kid nowadays is so stressful, guys. Back then, it was like a tradition to have a kid. But what about now? Let me tell you guys, just use your common sense. If you feel like you can't have a kid, you're not ready mentally, physically, and financially, I love to urge you guys, don't do it. Don't go ahead and do it, because it is really stressful, guys. I believe some of us, we're not from good backgrounds, so you have an idea, a perspective of trauma, guys. You've seen how our parents back then, they were really struggling for us, fight for us. They were always there finding ways of how they'll make us happy, finding money that it was never enough, guys. Let's quickly get into this video as we watch different people sharing their stories and why they feel like having a kid is not something that it should be rushed, something that you should be ready, guys. Let's quickly get into the video, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel.
Should broke people have children?
If you're broke, don't even date.
Baba, somebody ring the bell.
You have gone on children. Baby, you have no qualification to handle precious cargo if you're broke.
Women, do not get married and have kids unless you plan on and are capable of becoming a single mom. Because 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, I don't know, statistically high, that's probably what's gonna happen to you. Now, I love being a mom. I really do. And in fact, I quite enjoy most of the time being a single mom. This shit is not fair. The world is not set up for single moms. You will struggle. I don't care what job you have. I don't care how much you get paid. Especially in this economy right now, okay? The world is not set up for single mothers. It will be fucking hard. It will test you in ways that you didn't know that you could even be tested. You will have to fight for those kids, most likely. You will have to fight for those kids. You will have to wake up every morning and question, just real talk, if motherhood is really something that you want.
I'm so fucking mad, so turn this down if you're gonna watch it, because I'm just gonna go off. I am so fucking mad. I'm so tired of working so much and not having anything left over to show for it. Nothing. So sick of anytime I turn on fucking the TV, I get, oh, we're winning. We're winning. America is so fucking hot. To fucking who? And who describes a country as hot?
I heard someone say that more smart people need to have kids. All we have is a bunch of idiots that keep having a bunch of idiot kids. But the thing is, smart people know that we shouldn't be having more kids. We need to fix the world that is currently in chaos than have more children. Smart people don't want to have kids.
I'm the mother of 6, and here are 6 reasons you shouldn't have any kids. Number 1, let's get the basics right out of the way. Number 1, you shouldn't have any kids if you're not willing to raise a queer kid in a safe and loving environment. Number 2, you shouldn't have a child if you're not willing to have a child with a medical or mental issue. Number 3, you should not have children if you do not want children. I promise your brain is not going to change as soon as that baby comes out. Growing up, I always heard this saying, oh, you'll never regret having a child, but you may regret not having one. I call malarkey. There are plenty of people who regret having children. Number 4, you should not have children if you are active in your addiction. Number 5, and I say this as a severely depressed and bipolar 2 person, you should not have children if you do not have your mental health under control. Reasonable control, and support people in place to help you manage it. And
put a finger down if you're 29 with 5 kids under the age of 7 and your husband told you he wants to get a divorce because you want to continue going to your family church he doesn't like, but he wants you to stay in the house for the sake of the kids and says he'll eventually start seeing other people. So he takes back the Benz that he bought you and buys you a less expensive car, and you take you and your 5 kids to go live with your dad. And now you share a room with your 5 kids trying to get your life back together because you haven't worked in 8 years because your husband told you to focus on you, your kids, and school. So now you gotta learn how to be a single mom, all while your kid's dad is gaslighting you, making you feel bad for leaving the house because he says you should have stayed and saved up, even though he's gonna be out doing what he wants to do.
Yeah, poor people shouldn't be having kids because it's a selfish thing to do to bring a child into poverty when poverty has been deemed a form of trauma. It's not classist. It's not even teetering on the line of eugenics. It's truly common sense and basic humanity. Why would you bring a child into poverty who's going to knowingly suffer because you don't have the access to all the resources needed to successfully raise them as a proper child? It is basic humanity and consideration to be so self-aware to know that if you cannot provide for yourself or the children you currently have, you should not be having more children. And you realize poverty is not an inherited genetic characteristic, right?
So I'm 31, I'm single, and I don't have any kids. Neither do I want any kids. And this is the conversation that I was having a couple days ago with a very close friend of mine. Love him. Super close friend of mine. He was telling me, look, bro, you're young. You're only 31. You might change your mind. So never say never. You might meet that one girl who just sweeps you off your feet and you think, okay, now I want kids. And I was like, no. Actually, no, bro, because I know exactly how I am. I am extremely self-aware. I know that having a child or having children, I'd be tripping all day, stressed all day, 24/7. Where are they? Who are they with? Where are they at? Why are they there? The list goes on.
But do you think broke men should not have kids?
Yeah, they shouldn't. Like, poor kids. Yeah. What type of life do you want them to be raised at? Like, broke men shouldn't have lineage, period.
Yeah.
Broke men shouldn't have a lineage?
They shouldn't.
Broke men should not have a lineage?
They shouldn't. Why are they procreating?
I am with you, but it's tough to listen to. It's tough, but think about it.
But poor does not mean they wouldn't take care of their kids.
The way you do one thing is the way that you do everything.
You guys are both from Orange County, right? Which is a fairly wealthy, very affluent area. And it sounded like what you guys said earlier was that a lot of these parents are kind of out of the picture a little bit. But you saying broke people should not have a lineage?
I'm not saying broke. I know
that's a hot take.
It's a very hot take. But listen, again, even if you're wealthy or even if you're rich with money, doesn't mean that you're really rich.
Wait, I have a follow-up question. Let's say you were the dictator of America. Would you ban poor men? Like, would you ban poor men from having children?
Yes.
Now, let's talk about it. People think having a baby is a very cute thing until it hits hard. People will be there celebrating, gifting you the gift, showering you with the gift, celebrating you during gender reveal and the pregnancy journey. But tell me, where will they be at around 2 a.m. when you're stuck, your kid is there crying, there is no milk, there is no diapers, there's nothing. How will you feed your baby? How will you be able to purchase some things for her? I'm so glad that in this generation, people can finally stand up and make their own decisions. Now guys, you all have watched the video. You've seen different people talking about having kids. Some people say that having kids, like right now, it's not a competition. It's not something to rejoice about. I know they say kids, they come with blessings, but those blessings, my dear, they come with responsibilities. You cannot have kids when you're not ready. You you cannot have these kids. I really loved the video, guys, when people spoke up for themselves, the females and the males. They were like 16 years married, and we are proud that we don't have a kid because we feel like we're not in that mental space to have a kid. That's something good, guys. I feel like in this generation you should know what you want, guys. Don't fear, don't rush into doing things simply because my friend did it, my sister did it. Don't do that, guys, because the moment you do that, guys, you're going to end up in such a bad and scary situation, and no one will be there to support you. No one at all, guys. So let's just be serious and focus. If you want to achieve a certain career, a certain goal, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it before you get that child, guys. Because let me tell you something, the moment you go for that test and that plastic thing, it reads positive, let me tell you, guys, things will never be the same. And once a mother, always a mother. There's no way you will wake up one day and then you're like, I am very tired of being a mother. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't. I know that there is this society pressure whereby people, or even your parents, your aunties, your relatives, they put some pressure on you. Why are you not getting married? Where are your kids? So don't do things out of pressure, guys, because my sister has a kid and I don't have and I'm getting old. Don't do that. Do not compete with anyone, because let me tell you, guys, the diapers, the pampers, the wipes, the hospital bills, guys, do you know how hard it is to just stretch your pocket and feed 2 mouths? Or maybe that time you have 5 kids. Imagine. There's so many videos that you've watched, guys, a mother of 5 kids. Some people are out there asking for help. So you see, when you get into that peer pressure, you're like, let me get a man, or rather a woman, and marry because my people want me to get a child. Guys, don't do it. Don't do it, guys. If you feel you're not in the right place, let people talk. People will actually talk. They'll judge you. You are old and you don't have a kid. I know they'll be there judging you, but if you're ready, go ahead and have it. And if you are not ready, just leave that thing alone. Leave it. If you feel like you cannot manage 2 mouths, leave it alone, guys. Now let's talk about these single mothers out there. Do you think they wanted to be single mothers? Do you think so? This was someone that was deeply in love with a guy and they got pregnant, but the dad, the father of the baby, chose to run away, or rather he chose to run out of the responsibilities. And when he does that, what will the mother do? Will the mother also surrender the child? Not really. She has to be there and just hold that son and walk through that journey all along together, guys. That's why I just want you guys to be ready. When you have that kid in your stomach, just be ready mentally and financially stable, in that you're like, if this guy leaves me, do I have a good job? Do I have a better place to live? Because don't end up out there struggling, crying. You're trying to make both end meets. You're trying to make both end meets, guys, because for real, I can tell you, it's not easy. It's not easy. These are our single mothers. They've gone through a lot, and personally, like an African black lady, what I can say is that I will never rush things. Things will just come as they are, for real. Because let me tell you something, I've seen my siblings, I've seen my small cousins, I've seen the way our parents have really tried, have really suffered for me to be who I am today here. And one thing that I can never allow myself to do is that to get kids so that I can please the society, so that I can make the society feel like now I am a woman, I am a mother. That's something that I'll never prove to them. I'm someone that I stand with my own decisions. If I say I don't want it, I don't want it, guys. Because it's not giving. Because those people who are out there praising you and telling you to get this kind of children, these children, guys, they won't be there to support you. Actually, they'll be the one laughing when they see you struggling, when they see that your door has been closed, you can't afford housing, you can't afford medical care, and the way life is so difficult nowadays, guys. So let's be careful with our decisions that we make. Don't just rush into things because you want to make people proud, you want to make people see that, hey, you're a hero. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it. Thank you so much for tuning into the video, and for those who have subscribed to the channel, thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed, please help me reach 1,000 subscribers, guys. Let's monetize these things. Let's get this thing monetized, guys. Thank you so much. One love.